I'm Sarah from Allcraft TV, and in today's tutorial I'll be showing you how to crochet this gorgeous blouse that is perfect for the changing of seasons, whether you are going into winter or summer. It is a very lightweight and comfortable blouse, and to make this blouse you just need to crochet 2 squares and 2 triangles, then join them together, and I will walk you through it in this tutorial. Also, if you like this tutorial and would like to become part of the Allcraft TV community, please hit the subscribe button. And with that, let's get crocheting. I will be using a light pink 100% acrylic yarn. You could use a thicker yarn if you wish to wear this blouse in winter. I am also using a 4mm hook, a yarn needle and scissors. I will begin by showing you how to crochet a granny square, but if you already know how to crochet a granny square, you can go ahead and just make 2 that are large enough to go about 3/4 down your arm. But if you don't know how to make a square, begin by making a slip knot. Chain 4 and slip stitch into the last chain from the hook to form a ring. Now chain 3 to begin round 1. Double crochet 2 into the ring. That's 1 double crochet, and 2 double crochets. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 into the ring. That's 1 double crochet, two double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 into the ring. That's 1 double crochet, two double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 into the ring. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Now chain 2 and slip stitch into the first chain of 3 that you did to join the work. To begin round 2, chain 3, into this chain 2 space here we need to double crochet 2. Now chain 2, into this next chain 2 space we need to double crochet 3. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 again into the same chain 2 space. Now chain 2, into this next chain 2 space we need to double crochet 3. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 again into the same chain 2 space. Now chain 2, into this next chain 2 space we need to double crochet 3. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 again into the same chain 2 space. Chain 2 and into this chain 2 space with the 3 double crochets, do another 3 double crochets. That's 1 double crochet, 2 double crochets, and 3 double crochets. Now chain 2 and slip stitch into the chain of 3 to finish round 2. For round 3, chain 3 and double crochet 2 into this chain 2 space here. Now chain 2 and into this middle chain 2 space double crochet 3. Chain 2 and into this corner space double crochet 3. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 back into the same space to make a corner. Now chain 2 and double crochet 3 into this middle chain 2 space along the edge. Chain 2, double crochet 3 into the corner space. Chain 2 and double crochet 3 back into the corner space to form a corner. And just repeat this pattern around the square. To finish round 3, chain 2 and into the last corner, double crochet 3. Chain 2 and slip stitch into the chain of 3. To make the square as large as you need it, just keep repeating what you have done. So just keep repeating this pattern. You will need to make 2 squares that are the same size. This is the size of one of my squares. I needed to do 18 rounds to fit my arm. And I am also a size medium, just to give you a rough idea on how many rounds you need to do. To finish off your squares, we just need to do a single crochet border around the 2 squares. So don't cut off your yarn when you have finished your square. I am starting the single crochet border in the corner. To begin, you need to chain 1 and single crochet 1 into the first stitch. Into the second stitch, single crochet 1. Into the chain 2 space, we need to single crochet 2. Now single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. Single crochet 2 into the chain 2 space. Single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. And repeat this along your first side, and I will meet you up near the first corner. I am near my first corner, so we just need to do 2 single crochets into this chain 2 space, single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches, single crochet 3 into the chain 2 space, and single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches. Single crochet 2 into the chain 2 space, and single crochet 1 in each of the next 3 stitches, Just continue this pattern around the square. And to finish, you will need to slip stitch into the first single crochet that you did to finish the work. I think I unfortunately deleted that video, so I am sorry about that. But yeah, if you just slip stitch, when you get all the way around, you should have your single crochet border. And you need to do the single crochet border for both squares. Now it's time to work on the 2 triangles that will go on the front and back to make the blouse. It is a solid triangle, so we need to begin by making a magic ring. For row 1, chain 3, double crochet 2 into the ring, chain 2, which will form the point of the triangle, and double crochet 3 back into the ring. Pull the ring closed to make a triangle. For row 2, begin by chaining 3 and turn your work. Into the very first stitch, double crochet 1, into the second stitch, double crochet 1, and into the third stitch, double crochet 1. Now into the chain 2 space, we need to double crochet 2, chain 2, and double crochet 2 back into the chain 2 space. Into this first stitch going down the row, double crochet 1, double crochet 1 into the second stitch, double crochet 2 into the third stitch, which is the chain of 3. You should have 6 double crochets on each side of the triangle. For row 3, chain 3, and into this very first stitch, double crochet 1. Double crochet 1 into the next 5 stitches. Now double crochet 2 into the chain 2 space, chain 2, then double crochet 2 into the chain 2 space again. Into this first stitch, working down the side, double crochet 1. Now double crochet 1 into the next 4 stitches. Into this last stitch, which is the previous row's chain of 3, we need to double crochet 2. You should see that your work starts to resemble a triangle. Also, we have increased our work by 3 stitches on one side and 3 stitches on the other. So that is a total of 6 extra stitches each row. If you just continue this pattern, your triangle will grow larger in height and in length. This is my finished triangle, and I had to do a total of 24 rows. And it fits loosely around my midsection. Now just place the other triangle, which is the same size, on top of the other one to have a front and back panel. The two squares that you did will go on either side of the triangle along this edge. The two squares need to be folded in half to make a rectangle so that they can be joined to the two sides of the triangle. Also, make sure that the square is a little bit longer than the triangles if you want sleeves. It is time to join the squares and triangles together, so grab your needle and yarn and line up the point of the triangle with the middle single crochet of the square and weave the yarn through both stitches. We will be attaching this triangle and square using the whip stitch, and we will be working from top to bottom. To whip stitch, insert your needle into the first stitch and then insert your needle into the same stitch on the other side and pull the yarn through. Come back around and into the next two stitches, one on either side, insert your needle through both and pull the yarn through to whip stitch. Just continue to whip stitch all the way down the sleeve and I will meet you up near the bottom, to where the bottom of the join is for the triangle and the square, because if you are having sleeves there will be a little bit left over that you do not need to attach at the bottom of the square. I am close to the end and I am just joining my last few stitches together. You can see that the triangle ends because it is shorter than the square, so just whip stitch until you get to the bottom of the triangle. Now that the first square and first triangle are joined, we are going to fold the square in half to form a rectangle. And just continue to whip stitch down the arm by joining the two sides of the square together. So just continue to whip stitch until you get to the bottom of the sleeve. To secure the work, I like to tie the yarn together, then I weave in my ends. You should have this bottom section of the arm that is attached to form a sleeve. Now we just need to attach this back triangle to this back section of the square until you get down to the bottom of the first triangle. To do this, line up both edges and with the needle and yarn, insert it through the middle single crochet of the square and the middle of the triangle, like what you did for the front. Now just whip stitch all the way down. To finish joining the square and triangle together, just whip stitch until the first triangle and second triangle line up with each other. You should now have both triangles joined to one square. And to join the second square, just repeat the same process on the other side. This is what your finished blouse should look like. The first arm is joined together at the bottom of the sleeve, and it is the exact same on the other side. This is the bottom of the blouse. These two squares that are folded in half to make a rectangle is where your arms will go. And this is the top of your blouse. This is a lovely blouse for the changing of seasons, as it will keep you nice and warm in fall, and because it has nice holes in it from the granny square, it will actually breathe a lot nicer in spring, which will keep you nice and cool. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, please comment below. I know that some things might have been a little bit tricky to understand, but I did try and explain them as best as I could. And if you also like this tutorial, please hit the like and subscribe button. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.